Right, we have two truck bezels and we have two Vic bezels. That is a 2004, that is a 2008. So that's the electrical throttle body and that's the mechanical one, and I assume there was a whole host of other electrical upgrades as well, because that one is way lighter and slightly smaller. So this is the one I'm going to be doing. I just wanted to show you the difference in shape with the 04, which is a lot squarer. So the first issue we have is the fact that that one curves that way, but the truck dash curves that way. As you can see, before it fell over, as you can see, completely opposite. So I don't know, I'm going to take this face off, and I assume I'm going to have to trim this to be flat, because once we've taken this set of gauges out of the back, then at least we've got a flat mounting surface there. Oh. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do first. Take that off, then we'll put that behind and see where we're at. Another thing that's pretty cool about doing this and what makes me think it'll work is, if you can see on those outside two vertical bars, we have 12.5 inches. Now, if we go to here, kind of the visible area that we're going to need to see is around 12.5 inches. So, yeah, it's a good start. Righty-ho. So, undone all these small bolts. There were 8. 2 of them snapped. How can a metal bolt snap in plastic? It's some strong plastic. Okay, so that's there. You got this cover plate, which stuck on. That's there. So, it's like Lego. So, what I now think we're going to do is we're going to chop that vertical, that horizontal, so it's going to give us just a hole to look through there. There we go. So that is the window that we're going to be looking through. Right, gave her a bit of a clean. So that's what we look like from the back side. Now I thought I was going to have to buy some like flat perspex to go on here, but Ford kindly supplied it as the face of the old actual bezel, the old Ford bezel. So gave that a clean, and that goes on there like that. I'm saying that like I know what I'm doing. It's like, it looks like that goes on there like that, or it looks like that will go on there like that. So as you can see, that's there. Now you can see the difference in angles. That is angled like that, that is angled like that. So you can see it, so we're pretty close there. So now we're going to have to start dealing with the car bezel. And like we said before, I think I'm going to flatten it, take this plastic off, and then grind it so I've got a flat face to deal with. So what I realised is that on these, like I assume post 05 vehicles, the dials stick out further than the actual face, and this bows back, so they're going to make contact with there and they're not going to go around. You see on the older one, they're kind of countersunk, so it gave you a little bit of room to work with. So you ever get to that point where you keep dismantling and you have that feeling in your soul of just like, am I ever going to come back from this? Will I ever be able to figure out how to put it back together? Yeah, that's this moment for me. So that's the plastic face, which is there. Now, I'm not going to need any of this selector here. So that just unclipped with a couple of clips, one there and then one on the other side, so don't need that. So right now it's trimmage time. So anyway, that's what that looks like. Right now it's trimmage time for this. I'm not going to take it totally fat. I'm just going to sort of trim the bottom third. Give myself a bit of clearance and then see how close we are.
At this point, I may have realised that I forgot to film a section of the how-to. So, that bottom third that I was just talking about trimming down, I took it flat and then offered it up to the face of the back of the truck fascia, if you will, and just kept trimming and trimming and trimming until the actual clocks were about, you know, just literally 2 or 3 mil off the actual truck plexiglass, if you will. So yeah, so just take that bottom curvature off, and then just trim, slowly, you bring it closer and closer and closer together until you're happy, and you like what it looks like when you're looking through the truck plexiglass, and you're all good to go. Back to the film.
Righty ho, here we have the finished product. So I basically got, I've put a piece of metal between 2 old mounts, which is right there, if you can see it, running between that mount and that mount. Drilled a hole there, so same on that side. And then on this side, you can see we do have a couple of screw heads, and you know, I could probably find some more ornate black situation going on. But it's solid, it's super solid. Like, and this is light anyway, so you know, it's not really got a lot of weight to support, but spin it over. That looks pretty good, I think. So we got the, I'm limited how much I can bring the actual dials down because I still want the reset button to come out of there. So the top of it's cut off a little. Oh look, a plane. Ah, damn it. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Okay, so I'm limited how much I can bring the actual dials down because I want the reset button to come out, but the tops are cut off, but generally you can see it. So, job done. There we go. That's how it looks. How I fitted 2008 Crown Vic cluster behind a 71 bump cluster. Happy days.